This is the dogs. Well, no, it's not their first time on Periscope because they've walked in the background of many of my Periscopes. Say, hey everyone. This is my first Periscope from Miami. Actually, we're in Coral Gables, which is a part of Miami. Hey CC, how are you? So I'm taking a quick pan around and just let you guys all see where we're at. Hey Maureen, how are you? So, I have to show you this tree. I don't know if I can maybe back up and see if I can get a shot. This is a banyan tree. It's absolutely enormous, so you can kind of tell the size of it. There's Warren with the dogs. This massive banyan tree. They're so amazing, and I'll walk around here and then kind of go looking down the street. It's all lined with banyan trees. They're just these massive, it's like being in the redwood forest. It's crazy. So anyway, hey guys, how is everyone? We have other people walking with the dogs as well. So yeah, we're out taking an afternoon walk with the dogs when so Tammy's saying it's cold. I think, are you getting snow where you are, Tam? Are you going to get snow this weekend, Tammy? I know a lot of the Northeast is going to get inundated with snow. But anyway, so hey Elena, how are you? Yes, this weekend. Yeah, I thought so. Scott is saying that's what I get for living in Massachusetts. Yes, that is true. That's why we're down here. It is beautiful out today.
But it's not shorts weather.
Yeah, no, it's not. As you can tell, I'm wearing a hoodie. Although it warmed up. It was really, really. Hey, Bodil, how are you? Snowy and cold in Sweden. But yeah, it's been surprisingly cold for Miami, like 53 in the morning. And I know that doesn't sound like it's cold, but it's cold in Miami, and it's cold when you don't expect it. So we are just taking a stroll and walking with the dogs, and wanted to hop onto Periscope. And so what I wanted to talk as a topic about today was this idea of, for Warrior Wednesday, the warrior today is the warrior of well-being, taken from today's podcast episode. So if you haven't had a chance to watch today's podcast, or listen to today's podcast with Angela Martindale, you're going to want to check it out. It is it's really good, and I think it's really important. Oh, hang on a second, let me show you. Gosh, it's just we're walking on a street we've been on before, and I'm so in love with the trees around here and the architecture. It's all like Spanish architecture homes. It's just beautiful. So I'll get back to our topic in a second, but I want to tell you a little bit more about Coral Gables. So Coral Gables is this cool. It's just south of Miami. Does anybody on here know Coral Gables? It's a community just south of Miami, and it's what they call not a planned community. It's a cohesive community. So a community for wealthy people. So first he built this massive hotel, which is the Biltmore Hotel, and that would draw people there. It's a golf course. And then, hey Cheryl, how are you? And then, of course, around golf courses, people would build beautiful homes. And so the cool thing about this area is that it's a town. It's not a gated community like a lot of Florida. This is a town. But there's a cohesiveness to the architecture style and the landscaping. It's all kind of landscape like Frederick Law Olmsted and Central Park. And it's just beautiful. So at every angle, there's just something really beautiful and inspiring to look at. So we are thrilled to be here. And part of our objective for being here is the theme of today's podcast, the warrior of well-being. Many of you know that I went into this year wanting to have, or embracing, the theme of quality of life. Recognizing that the last few years, as I was building my coaching practice, I've been working a lot of hours, putting in a lot of effort into building that practice. And should we walk this way? Yeah, we're going to walk. Well underway. It's time to improve my quality of life. And that's why I wanted to have Angela Martindale on the podcast, to help all of you consider how you might improve the quality of your life and take care of your well-being. As I said in the title of this Periscope, as a creative warrior, you are your business's most important asset. You're the most important asset in life. And we have to take care of ourselves. And, we don't always do that, right? I mean, being self-employed is demanding. So we're here in Miami not only with the intention to enjoy nicer weather in the winter, but with a true intention to improve the quality of our lives and look at ways that we can do that. What I have found, first of all, I admittedly will tell you that transitioning to being here, I'm walking past tennis courts, so it's a little loud. Transitioning to be here has been a little more challenging than I thought it would be. I've rented places before and it was easy, but you realize that when your life is on high speed and you have a lot going on. I had to get here, I had to set up the podcast, I had to soundproof the room. I didn't know the room that my office was going to be set up in had cathedral ceilings, and that created some acoustic issues. So it's been a lot more work to transition down here than I thought. The dogs are having a hard time adjusting. They're barking at every little noise. So the transition's been a little more challenging, but we're staying really focused on what we can learn from every experience, including the schedule. So one of my primary objectives down here is to, and this is what I want to offer all of you to consider, is really getting a hold of your schedule. I am paying close attention to when I feel inspired, when I need time. I'm realizing that I need more than 15 minutes between my coaching calls because I need to take notes from my coaching calls. I need to return some emails. I need a good 45 minutes between each coaching call. So that's going to mean that I need to change my schedule around. I'm also realizing, like a lot of us, I get great ideas. Yeah, it keeps dropping. Sorry about that, Tammy. It's probably my cell signal because I'm outdoors. I'm not on Wi-Fi. But I need extra time after I shower to take advantage of the creative ideas that I come up with and make sure I get them written down. I'm writing a book, so part of my time here will be to really focus on getting that book written. And much of that, oh, hang on a second. How beautiful is this? Beautiful. That's just gorgeous. I'm absolutely loving the architecture down here. Advantage of the moments of inspiration when ideas come. So I've been really anxious to bring an episode like today's podcast episode to all of you to encourage you to take care of yourself. Take care of what time you need to take advantage of your inspiration, what time you need to recover. So schedule is just one part of it. We're also, really focused on taking care of our diet, what we eat. So, for us, and I know this isn't possible for everybody, but we're fortunate that we're able to really make a break of location. Like, we're able to completely change location by coming to Miami, which for me has created a definite line. A really definite line between life in New York and life in Miami. So we're able to create a definite line so that we can relook at everything. But that doesn't mean you can't do that at home, right? That doesn't mean that in your own place you can't just be more aware and kind of have a definitive line. Like, from this day on, you're going to become more aware. I've been journaling everything. I've been journaling, like I said, how I feel about after I shower, that, gosh, I wish I had an extra 15 minutes to write some notes. So I want to work that into my schedule. I've been very aware of, just everything. Just becoming, it all starts with awareness. Just becoming really aware of what my body needs, what my energy needs, and working that into my schedule so that I'm not over-tapped. Because at the end of the day, as I said, as creative warriors, we are our most important asset. We have to take care of ourselves. So make sure you listen to Angela's episode. She's awesome. She's inspiring. She has an amazing story. And I wholeheartedly want to encourage all of you warriors to take care of yourselves. To not only, it's taking care of yourself, and it's also bringing out your best. When our success in life is based on our talents, we have to take care of what fosters our creativity and our talent. So, So that's kind of, you sharing this makes a difference. Catalyst, good, excellent. Here, I'm going to show you another house too. More inspiration. For those of you that don't know, I had before I became a photographer. Well, I should say as a teenager, I felt I was drawn to two careers. I was either going to be an architect or a photographer. And I actually wound up going to photography school for architecture photography, then real quickly realized I preferred photographing people, so I didn't stick with it. But I have a true passion for architecture. I've been asked on interviews what inspires me, and I always say architecture, even though it has nothing to do with photography. And I just truly love architecture. It's always been a passion of mine. So being in a place like this inspires me because I love looking at the architecture, the style, the lines, the design, the landscaping. I've studied landscape design as well. So I find this inspiring. So I want to encourage you, take care of yourselves, take care of the most important thing in your life, which is you. It's not just for you, and yet there's nothing wrong with it being just for you, but it's also so that you can put your best work out in the world. So if you haven't listened to Angela's episode yet, please do. If you're not familiar with the podcast, it's Creative Warriors Podcast. You can find it in iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, and of course on our website. The website is creativewarriorsunite.com. If you're not part of our Facebook group, you would want to be, because we have an awesome Facebook group with really amazing fellow warriors. And the Facebook group, you can get there by going to joinwarriors.com. So the Facebook group is joinwarriors.com, and I always post the podcast episodes there as well, so you'll always be able to have access to it. So hey, I just wanted to share a little bit of our experience here in Coral Gables with you. Thank you for hopping on today. I'm going to try to get on a more regular schedule, but honestly, I've been a little less active on social media because I really am focusing on taking care of myself and giving myself a little more peace and a little more space in my mind so that I can get this book written, because 2016 is the year. This is the year I finally get this done. Probably won't be published in 2017, but this is the year the book gets done. So that's all I want to share with you guys for now, as well as the beautiful landscape. I just love all the sidewalks and the beautiful tree-lined streets. It's been really inspiring to be here. We haven't actually made it to the beach yet because it's been too cold, but I'm sure we will soon. So that's it for now, guys. Make sure you take a listen to Angela Martindale's episode. It's really awesome. Angela, by the way, is part of our Facebook group. Again, joinwarriors.com. And so that's it for now. I'll catch up with everybody soon. And as always, go out into the world, create, serve, and be prosperous. Bye for now.